Yes, yes.
Everyone, Boni Sri Mahavishnu Bhavan ki jai. This time, everyone, let's commence our Antishti Samskaram. So now, we have to switch my voice to all of you. So, give me all your understanding and check your first time. Oh, jai.
Your clip on? Are the clip on? Because the stream people on the stream are here properly now. Or is that clip on?
I don't know if I'll be able to talk.
That's how the piece is done.
So everyone join your hands together. We have all gathered together to sing the gospel of our dear beloved sister, and dear beloved friend, and daughter, of course, a daughter of the soil, and of course, all of you here who are here joining today has known this young lady for many, many, many years. Someone who has touched our hearts in so many different ways. Unfortunately, devotees, we have gathered to say goodbye in such dire circumstance. But we have to, of course, perform the rites and send off our dear beloved child. So please join your hands together, bow your heads, devotees, and let's pray as we ask Bhagwan's grace and Bhagwan's blessings upon that Shaheed as the beginning of the traveling starts for the Shaheed to attain Bhagwan's Kripa. Hari Om Vishnavai Namo Namah Apavitro Pavitro Vam Sarva Vishnangra Pivam Yashmadit Pundarikakshim Sarvagi Bantara Suchim Om Shvashti Nindro Brihashvaham Shvashti Napuka Vishaviram Swasti Nasakshurishrimim Swasti no Brihaspati Dadatum Praya Prithavang Payukshaham Payodi Vyantarikvashim Payodata Pishvashtam Pidiksha Santo Manyam Vishnu Ratmasim Vishnu Stapisya Vishnu Sudivasim Vishwadudvasim Vishnarvam Tvam Agni Devtam Vato Devtam Sudyo Devtam Chandrama Devtam Vasuro Devtam Mrityah Devtam Vishwadeva Devtam Om Diho Shantihim Antadikfagum Shantim Prithvi Shantim Apa Shantihim, Oshriva Shantim, Vanaspativa Shantim, Brahma Shantim, Sarvagum Shantim, Shantivam, Shanti Samam, Shantiridhi. Everybody, Boli Mahavishnu Bhagwan ki jai, Vrindavan Vihalal ki jai, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai. Place the flower inside and bow 3 times. Everybody, Baiti, have your seats, everyone. Thank you for standing. And of course, flowers in your hands again. But in a leaflet, we had a wrong. Let's see one of those leaflets on them. Thank you. Thank you. Borrow yours a little bit. Every one of us devotees, no matter of color, creed, race, religious persuasions, what ethnicity, whatever you may be, all of us has to leave this land. And that's something we understand. One thing is for sure, devotees, that death is inevitable to all of us, including myself. The time will come, devotees, that we all devotees will have to go for Judgment Day. Hinduism believe in Judgment Day, Muslim faith believe in Judgment Day, Christianity believe in Judgment Day, Baha'i believe in Judgment Day, every single body. So this is not a Hindu thing to start with. Of course, we perform in Hindu rites because this young lady have asked that we perform Hindu rites for her on time of death. And I think instruction was given to the husband, correct? Yes? Was said to him that this is what she wants. She lived a Hindu life, and of course she asked to do this in the last part of her life. And today we have gathered together to perform that rites in sending off our dear beloved Mala. I have known Mala for quite some years, devotees. Quite some years. And a young lady that certainly who have touched my life as well. and made an impression upon me as well. When I got the news, it was really sad to hear what have happened, and then of course the ultimate news of her passing would have brought even immense sadness to my life as well. But today we have to perform the pindaan. So that's to tell those who may not know what happens in a Hindu Antishti Samskar, a little of it as I go along. So first of all, the rites is called the Antishti Samskar. In Hinduism, there are 16 Samskar. And the last one is called the Antishti, where we send off devotees, the physical body, into the fire. Of course, the Atma that embeds the body is called the Jeev Atma, that we all have. Some of us may understand about Jeev Atma, some of us may understand in a different name, but the Jeev Atma exits the body and the body becomes lifeless. So the Jeev Atma leaves, and Hinduism believes in reincarnation. That's a different katha, a different topic. Let's deal with that today. Just for you to understand as I go along. So what happens today is that we perform the offerings of 5 pinda, and they are called the Panch Tattva. The body is made up of earth, water, fire, air and ether. The Panch Tattva, we allow these tattvas to go back to the respective places today. So you would see us devotees offering a pinda at different intervals of the ceremony. For example, later on a pinda is offered here. One is offered by the doorway, or by the gateway rather, in a few minutes when we're about to leave. And of course by the cremation site, you will see the offering of 3 more pindas that creates the Panch Tattva. That is of course letting the 5 elements leave the body and go back to the respective places. Some may say fire to fire, earth to earth, wind to wind, go back to the respective places. But in doing all of that, we honor the memory of a great, wonderful young lady. And today, devotees, the cousins, uncle and husband is of course standing there to bid goodbye to our dear Mala. So I invite us to join our hands together. We bow our heads, we pray, Hey Bhagavan, Madhya Purushottam, it is your grace and blessings we have been sent on this earth, and again by your grace and blessings we leave as well. Hey Prabhu, Raksha Karo, Hari Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam, Kamsachadhu Madhanam, Devaki Paramanandam, Krishnam Vande Jagadguru, Mukyam Karoti Vachadam, Pangolam Gaigiritam, Yakripatu Mahavandi, Paramananda Himadavam, Om Sri Vishnavai Namo Namaham, Prem Se Bole Vrindavan Vihalal Ki Jai. Offer and bow. Give only $5 first. Morning center. Everybody has such hands, right? Vijay, come in center, yeah? Right there. Hari Om Amukta Gotra Sim. Put it on if beneath. Okay, that's good. Center Vijay, yeah. Om Adhi Mukta Gotra Sim Mukta Pranetam. Right hand. By the right hand right here. Next one. Pindro Dan Pindro Padhi Mayaditim Tau Pratishatam Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachadhu Madhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Mukyam Karoti Vacharam Pangolam Gaigiritam Yakripatu Mahavandim Paramananda Himadavam Om Srim Vishnavai Namo Namaham. Black till. Om Yam Dvade Mahagurhim Adhitasme Ratam. In his hand. Let him do here first, second, third, fourth, and the top on him. Bring some water as well. V, you're given till Tripitra part, which is here, right? First one here, then second one, third, fourth, fifth. Om Hari Om. Take it. Yam Dvade Mahagurhim. Water. Tattva Loka Dhyanam Deepa Jyotiram Tau Pratishatam Vishnavai Namo Namaham Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachadhu Madhanam Devakim Paramanandam. Take your thumb and push it out the balance here. Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Hari Om. Take water and give the 5 pieces. Give it water. Om Hari Om Yam Dvadi Mahagurihim Tattva Dhyanam Deepa Jyoti Tripyuntam 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 Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsa Chadhu Madharam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru Pindam Om Ayanti Nam Pritasim Pindrodan Pindropadim Mayaditi Tau. That's one. B. Find your right hand into the hand. Place the pindan into the hand. You can help him find the hand. Help him find the right hand and put it inside. Om Yam Dvadi Mahagurihim Adhitasme Ratam. Assist him, guys. All of you, right? Good. Om, black till white rice. Om, right here. Yeah, leave everything inside here. Yeah, perfect. Yam Dvadi Mahagurihim Adhitasme Ratam Tatmalokam Dhyanam Deepa Jyoti Tripyuntam Tripyuntam Tripyuntam. Water. Om Papaham Papakarmasham Papatmam Papashambhavam Trahimam Pundrikakshim Sarvagi Bantharasuchim. Om Sri Vishnavai Namo Namah. Om Sri Vishnavai Namo Namah. Vishnavai Namo Namah. Chandan. Om Kanda Chandam Divyam Shram Shomanoharam Veli Param Chandaram Pratigrahatam. Om Chandaram Samarpayami Govinda Namaha. Forehead first, both air and body. Right at the base of it. Om Hari Om Kanda Chandam Divyam Shram Shomanoharam Veli Param. Guys, look carefully what he's doing. Same places you are putting Chandan as well. Om Kanda Chandam Divyam Shram Shomanoharam Veli Param Chandaram Vishnuramim Pratigratam. Pandit Chidaya. Good. Give it to all of you, same thing, right? Ring finger. No, in hand, sir. Om Kanda Chandam, ring finger. This way, yeah. Go ahead. Om Kanda Chandam Divyam Shram Shomanoharam Veli Param. Both side. Chandaram Samarpayami. Go Padpadi. Yes, just put it aside. Chandaram Samarpayami on this side as well. Om Vishnavai Namaham. And body nectar as well. Right here. Son, all of you, same concept, right? Om Kanda Chandam Divyam Shram Shobanoharam Veli Param Chandaram Vishnurami Pratigratam. Om Chandaram Samarpayami Govinda Namo Namam Shuklam Bharam Dharam Toyam Shashivadam Chaturbhajam Prasangamadhim. Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. Put one, put all of him. And then give it to him. He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. Mala. He Nath Naram Yanavasudevam. Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari He Nath Naram Yanavasudeva. He Nath Naram Yanavasudeva. He Nath Naram Yanavasudeva. Vrindavan Vihalal ki Jai. Om Mallakadish Ganinim Mallatyanhi Naive Prabhum Mahirtanihim Shri Pushpani. Queen rest. Om Vishnavai Namo Namah. Shuklam Bharam Dharam Toyam Shashidabadam Chaturbhajam Prasangamaditim सर्वविघ्नो प्रशान्तिं विष्णवे नमो नमः विष्णवे नमो नमः मल्लकादीशगणिनीं मल्लचालीनवे प्रभुं Mahirtanihim Shri Pushpanim. Hold the string, guys, don't hold the flowers. String, yeah. Om Sri Vishnave Namah Mallakadishganinim Mallatadhineve Prabhum Mahirtanihi Shri Pushpanim Vishnodami Pratigatam Ari Om Gange Namah Shivayim. Mallakadishganinim Mallatadhim Neve Prabhu Mahirtanihim Shri Pushpani Vishnodamim. Alright, you first. Listen, Mama. Om Hari Om Mallakadishganinim Mallatadhineve Prabhu Mahirtanihim Shri Pushpani Vishnodami Pratigrahatam. Om Sri Pushpam Samarpayami. Mallakadishganinim. Put your more inside. Get one quite up here. Get more inside. Shri Pushpani Pratigradama Vahayami. Good. And go one more each inside too. Go on. So make it look a little more neat inside there. Right about there. Beautiful. Make put up here. Good. Beautiful. Boli Sri Mahavishnu Bhagwan ki jai. Alright. Arti. So, where you're standing there, you do Arti alone 5 times where you're standing here. Of course, if you listen towards me, when you finish 5 times where you're standing, we're going to walk 5 times around. We're going to go around, all of you touching hands, I'll be following, going around 5 times Arti. Okay? Stay right in the center. Please let's stand again, everyone, for our Arti. Go ahead. जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारती जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है तार ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंच ये पंचम वेद निराला नवज्योति जगाने वाला ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंच ये पंचम वेद निराला नवज्योति जगाने वाला हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही जग की मंगल की आरती पापियों को पाप जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है तार ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत शाम होप मिटाने वाला बिकरी को बढ़ाने वाला ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत शाम होप मिटाने वाला बिकरी को बढ़ाने वाला हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही जग की मंगल की आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारती जय भागवत भगवान give him the arti hey give him flowers this hand come on Richard this way no you stay right there papiyo ko pa take flowers and put by the feet and bow and join by the line right where you're standing on this 5 times arti right where you're standing and then hey hand him the arti and come around to the front put an extra can inside here ये मधुर बोल जग पंच कोल संग मार दिखाने वाला बिकरी को बढ़ाने वाला श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही, श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही, प्रभु की महिमा की आरती, पापियों को पाप। जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती, पापियों को पाप से है, पापियों को पाप से है तारती। बोलिए श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय। बैठे डेपुटी साहब इसी से again. You can bring out the door. I am positively sure everybody here who are present would have lost someone in their family. A brother, a sister, a mother, a father, an uncle, and somebody you would have lost. And losing someone, devotees, no matter who you are, it hurts. Because you have lost someone you have grown attached to. And why do we mourn and cry and all of that? Because of detachment. Anything you grow attached to in this world, when the time comes to detach, you will, devotees, feel heartache. Anyone. And of course, losing a wife, losing a sister, losing a young lady, a friend, it is very difficult, devotees, to say goodbye. And many of us, devotees, have to face this situation time and time again. So my advice, devotees, is let us live well and good. Let us live, devotees. You know, sometimes I hear this one is speaking to that one, and sisters are speaking to sister, and brother, and this, and it's really, really appalling sometimes to hear some of the katha, some of the versions of stories you hear. And then you say, Panditji, life has ups and downs, I understand. There once lived this man, right? I want to give you the story, and listen very attentively, everybody. This man, this young man, things was bad with him. Things wasn't so good. He was renting. He couldn't afford his rent. The owner of the building, landlord, came and said to him, he said, hey, you have 2 more days to pay your rent. If you don't pay your rent, you'll be kicked out. Went on his phone and he typed up all his friends. He had some contacts, about 40 of them on his friend list. He said, all of you help me now. I want to pay my rent. I can't pay my rent, and if I don't pay it by the next 2 days, I'll be thrown in the streets. No one except one person in his friend list answered, and they sent him $100. Of course, that couldn't pay his rent. His rent was $3,000 plus. So 2 days later, he was kicked on the street. Panditji, where are you going with this, Baba? But here what happens next. 2 days later, Mr. Man was thrown out on the street because he couldn't pay his rent, and he left in his hand with a bag on his back with a few pieces of clothing, a wallet with his ID card, and he's now leaving, wondering where to go next. $100 in his wallet. And he's leaving to go because he's not sure what will happen next with his life. As he walks outside, you won't believe what happened. You know one thing bad, thing very bad? Bandit pass and take him. Jai Bhagwan. Take your wallet, take your little bag of clothes, and left him standing there. So he had nothing now. And while devotees, the bandits running away, a truck knocked down the bandit, and Mr. Bandit dead on the ground, and police came. And when police came, listen carefully, police got the wallet and declared the guy in the wallet dead. So they presumed Mr. ID card man dead. All the friends that he would have called 2 days prior, everyone got the news everybody starts to help. Everybody starts to help. Some of them bring 500, some of them bring 3,000, some of them bring 200, and they got $7,000 to do funeral ceremony, and they get drinks too, no? They get biscuits, they get drinks, they got everything you need to perform the funeral rites. But remember who is dead. I want to stop and pause and let's remind myself now. Do we only consider those who are dead to take care of them only? Well, let's go further in the story. As it goes further, devotees, the day came for the cremation ceremony or the ceremony, and guess who showed up on the day of the ceremony? Mr. Deadman, walking the ceremony, and everybody was astonished. And of course, thinking to themselves, oh, wait, now here dead? If I the only know, I'd never give them money, you know? But imagine this. We wait, and I want to just bring this to your attention, everyone. And this is not for Mala here this morning, this is for me, not for you all neither. This is to remind myself how to live in this earth. One too many a times, devotees, and all of us are guilty of this. I do talk to this one. I'm not speaking to that one. You see, she this one that, this one the other. And when someone died, Jai Bhagwan, what do we go to do really on that day? I hope it's not to show our face now. Because many of us go to the ceremony to say, Baba, I'm going to show my face. Does that really make sense? Yeah, Baba, well, I'm going to see, tell you, girl, I'm gone. Really? And we can't live, and devotees, this is something we need to start changing in our society now, not tomorrow. You know, there's a nice saying, be your brother's keeper, look out for your neighbor, be there for your friend, don't wait for something to happen to say, I love you. So let me ask a different question. Husbands, when last did you tell your wife, I love you? Baba, she know that I love she. Let me ask a different question. Wives, when did you tell your husband lately that I love you? Let me ask a different question. Children, I come in from a puja, and I had the little children, 4 of them, doing aarti for their parents, and the last aarti as I concluded. And at the end of the aarti, you all know what aarti is, right? When we take the aarti and we wave the light, do it. That's how we honor persons in Hinduism, by the way. That's how we honor persons who we love and cherish in our Hindu way of life with aarti. And at the end of the aarti, I told the children, hug your mother and father and say, Ma, I love you. Say, Pa, I love you. Because sometimes we feel miserably, devotees, to tell our loved ones, I love them, until something happens. Don't wait for something to happen, devotees. I'm asking, I'm telling you, I'm asking us to change the way we do things, because this is not only in my home or my family. I think all of our family are guilty of this sometimes. We are guilty of this, devotees, whereby we fail to recognize the loved ones in our lives and how to extend a helping, loving hand until something goes wrong. This morning, I'm very proud of these 5 young men for taking the initiative to, of course, do this. And when I heard that, of course, they are all taking part, I want to commend the husband, because he said, Panditji, he is going to also take part. That's a good thing. And of course, there are those naysayers who say all different sorts of things. That's what we could do. We could do plenty of that. Lip service, we have plenty of that to give. We have everything to say. How to judge, how to make comments, how to tell that one what to do and the other. But never understand the situation that the family is in. And today I want to tell this family, I understand. I haven't lost any sister, by the way. I haven't. I have lost my mother and my father. So I could tell you what that feels like, losing parents. But losing, in this case, a dulahin, a cousin, a friend, devotees can be very, very tough. So again, to this family, I want to extend my condolences and, of course, say to the family, of course, we have to do what we have to do. We have to perform the rites. But remember the story earlier. how we live on earth. And I want to take you to the page in front. If you look in the front of this, it has two very important lines. And the first line says, what does it say here? Sunrise, 11th August 1997. Who's seen that? That would have been what? The birth. And the line on beneath that is what? Sunset, 4th November 2024. What would that have been? That's just 2 dates. That is just 2 dates. What is important is what happens between those 2 dates. Because when someone comes to read the eulogy later on, they will speak about between those 2 dates. I call it dash of life. I call between the 2 dates the dash of life. Someone will come and speak just now on that. And of course they will give us the dash of life of Mala that they want us to know, but that is what we leave behind, everybody. What we leave behind is the dash of life. I want to ask you all, what is your dash like? What are your creation of your dash? And I hope you follow what the dash stands for this morning. What is your dash when someone speaks to you or speaks about you? What will be your dash? Would it be dash, oh God, you say, she, not Mina? I not going down that road. Or is it, yes, you see, she or he, such a wonderful person, a kind person, someone I can indeed lean on. So what kind of dash are you creating? By the way, that dash is for you to create. That dash is for you. I can't create your dash for you. I could create Pandit Ravi Maharaj dash. And I'm trying to do that. I may not be perfect, but I'm trying to do that to the best of my ability. Do the same. Because when time comes, all you leave behind is the dash of life. Your good karma and not so good one as well. So this morning, I again want to extend my condolences. Thank you all for coming. Of course, there are much more rites we have to perform in terms of giving you all a chance to perform and say goodbye in your own simple way. I know that some of you would want to come forward and possibly offer a flower. There are those who may just want to come and offer a little aarti. I would say to you, whatever way or whichever way you are accustomed bidding somebody goodbye with, by all means do so. If when you come to say goodbye, your traditions are just putting your hands and saying bye, fine. If your tradition is taking the aarti and aarti, fine. If your tradition is just to come and peep, go right ahead. You see, Hinduism, and I want to touch on this briefly before I go forward, has no issues with anyone's way of life. If you understand Hinduism, devotees, it is very inclusive of everyone. Very, very inclusive. I could add plenty more to that, but I wouldn't say it. About how nobody else is do for we, but I'll leave that here. I would just leave it as to simply say, we are very, very inclusive. We will walk with everyone's way of life because we do respect everyone. So I want to do that at this point. Give a chance to the immediate family first. And of course, anyone else who wants to perform aarti, who wants to say goodbye, who wants to offer a flower, or simply just come forward and say goodbye. All right, so at this moment, I'll ask the 5 young men just to step backward a little bit. We're going to give a chance to the immediate families first to come forward. All the immediate ones first. And of course, Brian, for those who want to do aarti, give them aarti. Those who want to put a chandan, put a chandan. Those who want to offer essence, put your essence. Those who want to come in your own way, by all means do so. So, we'll now give you a chance. So please come. And whilst that is happening, I want to take you inside of the page that you're holding in your hands. Let's see if we can do one of those bhajans on the inside, everybody. Let's do the last one first, everybody. Side the page, leaflet. You may not know all the words, that's okay. Follow with me. You may not be able to. Yeah, go right there, go right there. Pay your respects at the exit down by the foot, yeah. So whatever you would like to, you want to put the aarti, you want anything else to addition to offer? Just say whatever you want to do, right? So let's do that, everybody. It goes like this. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम जय सीताराम बजुमन प्यारे सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम बजुमन प्यारे सीताराम जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान गुरुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम जय जय रघुपति पतित पावन सीताराम जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम पतित पावन सीताराम. The one prior to that one now, we're going with that one now. Second one, everybody. आज मेरे में है हम इंसान ज्ञान का सूरत चमका रे भगवान आज में है हम इंसान ज्ञान का सूरत चमका ए भगवान बकत रही हम राहरिकारी भगवन राहरिकारी बकत रही हम राहरिकारी भगवन राहरिकारी करम करम पर किरण अधिकारी भगवन किरण अधिकारी करम करम पर किरण अधिकारी भगवन किरण अधिकारी इंडियन को प्रभु करारी इंडियन को प्रभु करारी ज्योति से Put some more flowers on here. Joe, put some more flowers in holy day together. चार आज में है हम इंसान ज्ञान का सूरत चमका ही भगवान आज में है हम ज्ञान का सूरत चमका ही भगवान हम तो ही संतार रिहारी प्रभु संतार रिहारी हम तो ही संतार रिहारी प्रभु संतार रिहारी तेरी दया पर हमारी कारी भगवन किरण अधिकारी तेरी दया पर हमारी कारी प्रभु ही हम अधिकारी दुनिया हो ही सुखी हमारी दुनिया हो ही सुखी हमारी ऐसा रे वरदान ऐसा रे वरदान आज में है हम इंसान ज्ञान का सूरत चमका ही भगवान आज में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरत चमका ये भगवान, ज्ञान का सूरत चमका ही भगवान. The two persons who are speaking this morning, I'm not sure the names. Could you get?
Kelly Das.
Sorry?
Kelly is the first one.
Kelly Das. Can I have Kelly Das close to me here? Kelly Das. The article continues. So those who did RT, I want to see Kelly Das by me, so I can get her queued up for speaking. Where is she? Where is she?
She's coming. She's back.
Okay. जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय जय जय. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो. और कोई न कीवन वाला हो, फिर तो ही बेड़ा पार करो. जय जय जय. जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. तो चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे. पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा. जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे. जय जय जय. जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय जय जय. Vrindavan Vihalal ki. All right, where is the
Kelly there.
Kelly? We want to hear now. Yeah, one for it. If the music truck is here, let them be a microphone now. Tell them back as soon as he can come. That's what I can. Tell them give you a microphone. You can come right here. You can back in back. You can back in quite close to each other right here. Sit around. All right, so at this point, we are going to have Kelly. Kelly, Now, I'm going to give you all a chance to continue paying your respects in a very orderly manner, quiet manner as well. So we give Kelly a chance to speak this morning. Kelly? You go ahead, you speak.
Mala's life was a remarkable journey, marked by a deep and long-lasting friendship that spanned over 24 years for us. Our story began at the Baldata Preschool, which is now known as the 85 Feet Hanuman Murti, where her infectious laughter and warm spirit immediately drew others and me to her. It was here that she formed the foundation of many lifelong friendships, including the one that would last for decades. As we both graduated preschool, Mala transitioned to the Orangefield Hindu Primary School, where her lively personality continued to shine. She was known for foster connection with peers and classmates. It was during these informative years that her friendship with me deepened, as we both navigated the challenges and excitement of primary school together. I remembered when it was time for our SCA examination. Yes, we are that young, we're not old, we wrote SCA. We made sure that we both wanted to attend the same secondary school together, and we decided that we were going to work hard together to achieve this. Mala's path then led her to her first choice, Asha Girls College, Charleville. And guess what? I followed her there as well, where she blossomed into a passionate and dedicated student. Her love for learning and her supportive nature made her a cherished friend among our classmates. Whether it was studying for exams or sharing dreams for the future, Mala remained a constant source of encouragement.
Yeah, that one too.
Every day, when we came home from school, our house phones would be ringing. My mom and Baba can say yes to this. It's either I calling Mala or Mala calling me. When she called it, because what homework and assignment we have due, girl? You start anything yet? We will talk for hours and minutes, like you'll swear we didn't see each other for the entire day. And you know what? We sat next to each other in class. We'd make sure to reach the school early every morning, have our breakfast and little old talk. In the year 2014, after graduating from Asha Girls College, Charleville, she had another important decision to make. It was time to choose career paths and register at a university. Mala wanted to do social work at the University of the West Indies, Trinidad and Tobago, and I wanted to do teaching at the University of Trinidad and Tobago. We both began to feel blue because we realized one would be going UE and one would be going UTT. So she decided to complete her first year at UE. Afterwards, she realized this ain't for me. This social work thing ain't working out. She decided to do the teaching degree when I was at my last year at UTT. I became the tour guide and showed her around campus.
Yeah. Check, check, check.
Out of the blue, one day we were in the auditorium. She pointed to this person and asked, Kel, do you know this person? I said, I don't know that person. I see them around campus. All I know, that person is in PE specialization, nothing else. Guess what? In a few weeks' time, I knew that person's name, I knew where he lived, and so it began. He was known as the PE boy to us. At the University of Trinidad and Tobago, Mala took her next significant steps. Mala took her significant steps, embracing new experiences and forming lasting memories. Her friendships flourish, but her bond with me remains special. Throughout all the ups and downs, the laughter, tears, joys, and the shared dreams, Mala completed her Bachelor's of Education and graduated successfully. Few years later, I got the most exciting news that she was ready to marry the PE boy. Mala was extremely happy at this point in her life, and all her wedding preparations began. On the 1st of January 2023, came Mrs. Mala Jacob. Stood by my side. She is leaving behind a legacy of love. The impact of her forever be remembered. Her spirit and with the
Done.
Check the switch. Check the switch on the microphone.
As the eldest guardian of grandchild. And capacity to eulogy for our blessed mother, youngest guardian of grandchild. I was 21 years old when our family got the news that my uncle and Aunt Roshni were expecting a child. To say that we were ecstatic is an understatement. And my uncle loved children and would spoil all of his nieces and nephews. And so we were very happy that he would have a child. He would have a child of his own. Mother was a beautiful lady. One memory I have of her as a baby is that my big uncle, Uncle Sim, would come to my grandmother's house to play with her. And he would always talk about how pretty she was. And say that he thought that she was my grandmother's prettiest grandchild. I remember buying her her first dollhouse. It was something I wanted to do since the day I bought me my first doll. Even the last grandchild, I'm only able to family at that time had its advantages. Mama's academic journey began after the yoga center. When she attended preschool, and I was there with Babs to drop her off on her first day of school. I'm not sure who was more traumatized, me or Maya. She bore like 40 lions and started calling everybody's name in our family to come and save her. The teachers told Babs and I to leave, and we left her bawling, and I swear we could get her all the way to the main road. This lasted for about Mother then moved up to Orange Field Middle School. Her early childhood was filled with happy memories, family lines, beach lines, and river lines. But that all came to a crashing stop when she was in Stanley Troop, where she suddenly lost her mom. My uncle was lost, and so Mother went to live with my aunts and uncle. My aunt, who we all fondly called Babs, took responsibility for her and raised her alongside everybody's favorite Uncle Toy, her brother. For the next 15 years, my aunt and uncle took care of her. Babs did her best to raise her being mindful of what her father would want for her, and Uncle Toy was her partner in crime, Mother's partner in crime. They were TV buddies, snack run buddies, going for drive buddies, and most importantly, Tokoyo, ganging up on Babs' buddies. Tokoyo would crack a joke, and Mother would pick up. Losing her mom at this point in her life and having her life uprooted came just as she was about to write SE. And my big uncle and his wife, Uncle Slim and Auntie Zal, took charge of preparing her for her exams. Mother battled it out together with my aunt and uncle and passed for asking girls' courage. He was so proud of her, and my mom decided to take her to Costa Rica to be able to celebrate. My mom was the spoiling auntie, spoiling on a budget. Every vacation, she would get a list of what Mom wanted, and she tried her best to fulfill those wishes. Mother lived a very sheltered life. She was always surrounded by family. She spent a lot of time with my own family, with my children. They absolutely adored her, especially my two younger children. Ari would leave everywhere to go and sit on top of Mama at any age. We would take her everywhere with us. Four of them practically grew up together. We held most of her birthday celebrations at our home, including her sweet 16. When she finally came of age, my husband and I and my sister Kadeem got to take her to her first step and then to play Julie for the first time. This was just before COVID struck, so just as she started to get a taste of life, everything shut down. Mom loved to cook and was really good at it too. On a Friday evening, she would look up recipes and experiment. According to my uncle, she got that from my grandmother or her mother, and not ours, since our entire family likes to terrorize my aunt about her cooking skills. More than anything though, she loved dressing up and going out. When she was allowed to finally learn makeup, she loved putting on makeup. That she definitely got from our cousin Nadia, because nobody else in our family dresses up a lot. One of the tasks that would be assigned as a big cousin would be to talk to her about life and life choices. All of the grandchildren in our family are very educated, and we wanted nothing less from her. So my husband and I would talk to her about what she wanted to do with her life. I always emphasized to her how very important it was to have her education and have a good job so that she could be independent. Sacrifice now so you can enjoy later. It's the same thing I tell my own kids. I would like to know that later would be so short. My mother and I both thought that she would be a wonderful primary school teacher. She had a great way with children. She was kind and gentle. We encouraged her to think about teaching. However, my big uncle passed away when she was getting ready to choose what she wanted to do at university. And she insisted that she wanted to be a social worker like my uncle. She started the program and realized that it was not what she wanted to do. Team teaching continued pushing along with her best friend, Penny. Mala began Unity, where she not only found her career but also the love of her life. Our entire family's mantra was get your education and everything else would fall into place. Of course, none of us could fathom that she would be taken from us so soon. Shortly after graduating from UTT, Mala had the beginning of her dreams. It was everything she could ever want. She had gotten married into a family who adored her. Julie himself said to me that I feel my parents love Mala more than me. They have said on more than one occasion that she was the daughter they never had, and his mom and Mala would do everything together. Mala not only had a loving new family, but also a fulfilling job as a special needs teacher. Her last student was a blind child that she would stay with all day and work with. She was doing meaningful work and making a difference in people's lives. The most important job, however, would come as a surprise, and when Mala found out that she was pregnant, she was nervous about being a mommy. But she turned out to be a great mother. I would look at her with her daughter and her baby bag and listen to her talk about having a Mala on a strict schedule and be amazed that our once scatterbrained child had blossomed into an amazing woman. In my uncle's final years, Mala and her daddy's relationship grew stronger, and this intensified when Amara was born, as she brought so much joy into his life. Mala was devastated by his death, just as we are all devastated now, just 3 months later, by her death. Before I end, I would like to thank Julie for his undying love and support for his wife while in the hospital. He didn't want to leave and would go outside and sit on the bench between visits, waiting to go talk to her, to see her, to encourage her. Thanks to you, your parents, and the extended family for giving her the life she always wanted. This eulogy should have several more pages, should be filled with so many more stories and experiences. Mala's life ended just as her happily ever after was beginning. While her journey on this route has ended, she lives on in her daughter Mala. Julie always proudly says that Mala made herself, but Amara smiled to see her mother's smile. Miles, you were taken away from us too soon, but we're so grateful that you left a piece of you here on this with us. I will forever remember your beautiful smile and your sweet singing voice. We love you, Dad.
Thank you so much indeed for such a beautiful eulogy, and of course to the young lady who spoke earlier. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make your way up back in front. Fill the hands with flowers. Sit down, sir. Thank you. That's it. बोलिए उमापति महादेव की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. Devotees, we are coming to the end of our ceremony. Of course, there are those who may, yes, want to come to say goodbye, and as we conclude, so we'll do one more bhajan. In that one bhajan, we'll do our concluding mantras and give you all a chance to, of course, come forward and pay your respects. When that is through, we have the second manzal to perform on the front. That will be the manzal of offering the second pindaan and the bursting of the first kalash. The kalash bursting represents, devotees, if someone dies in a period called Panchak, or the Antishti happens in that period of time, there is of course the Panchak Shraddha, and devotees, we are performing that today as well. So as we do so, I invite you, if there's anyone else who in our midst wants to come forward, I want to give you a chance to pay your respects. So I'll give you a few more minutes for that, and of course then we'll go straight into closing mantras. Just to remind all of you devotees, we are going to the Waterloo cremation site, and there we'll be performing the final aspect of our ceremony this morning. That is of course the offering of the 3 pindaan, the bursting of the 4 kalash, and into the chitta, where we perform the final rites there. So again, if anyone who wants to pay your final respects, a few minutes. जिनके लिए है तो ही महल सजाई, मतलब है यार साधी सब ही प्यार ही। जिनके लिए है तो ही महल सजाई, मतलब है यार साधी सब ही प्यार ही। सबकी ही प्यारी इत दुख दिलाम, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन हमें लाम। आही भी हकीलाम जाही भी हकीलाम, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन हमें ला। काहे तो ही आई जग में क्या तुझ करना, निके करम कदली दुनिया से डरना। काहे तो ही आई जग में क्या तुझ करना, निके करम कदली दुनिया से डरना। निक ही कर हो तो ही तू हजीलाम, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन हमें लाम। आही भी हकीलाम जाही भी हकीलाम, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन हमें लाम। आही भी हकीलाम जाही भी हकीलाम, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन हमें। That means to say, devotees, that all of us, 2 दिन, we all devotees will of course come in this world, spend a few days. I be akela, jai be akela, 2 दिन zindagi hai, 2 दिन amela. We will only actors in this life of this world for a few days. As we conclude, let's all stand, devotees, for our concluding mantras. Join your hands, everyone, together. Close your eyes, devotees, and of course ask for God to bless our dear sister, our dear child, our dear cousin, our dear daughter, our dear friend. Wish her, bid her goodbye in this journey to attain Bhagwan. Harihi Om. Mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktahinam janadanam yat pujatam maya devam paripurnam tarastame. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhu cha sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om. Brahmastu. विष्णवे नमः विष्णवे नमः विष्णवे नमः। राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य कोई घट है। प्रेत शांति आत्मा शांति, प्रेत शांति आत्मा शांति, प्रेत शांति आत्मा शांति। सत्य सनातन धर्म की सबको जय जय सीताराम। मे गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल। जय सीताराम। Place your flowers inside and bow 3 times. And of course, as we all know, mantra next at the front of the gateway, and then we go to the cremation side. Jai Jai Sri Ram. Sorry.
Yes, come. Oh, see, it don't make sense. It's never going to people up now.